just been to see the all-new movie Drop that is in UK cinemas right now, but do I think you should drop everything and see it straight away? Well, let's talk about it and I'll let you decide. Hey, welcome back to the video, a brand new movie review. Today I'm talking all about the brand new movie Drop that's in cinemas across the UK right now. Before we start talking about it, as always, a friendly reminder, these are just my thoughts, so don't let this dictate whether or not you decide to go and see it. You might see it and feel totally differently to me, and that's okay because movies aren't made to cater for everyone. Without any further ado, let's start talking about it. And do you know what? I was really hyped to see this film. It gave me vibes of the movie Trap that came out last summer. I went to go and see that twice in the cinema. Really liked that film. But I remember seeing Trap when it was first advertised and thinking, ooh, I don't know whether that's for me. And I went to go and see it and I adored it. Absolutely adored it. It was in my top 10 films of last year. You can check that video out on my channel somewhere below. And this film was like that. It gave, like when I saw the trailer for that, it gave me the same sort of vibes that Trap gave me when I first saw the trailer for that. Although this time I knew that I really wanted to see it. And the more and more I go and see and enjoy films like this that are like, what's going to happen next? The more I realise I love them. And to most people, like if you watch these sorts of movies all the time and you watch, I don't know, 6-part dramas or TV series of a similar nature, then this is probably going to be another original mediocre story. But to me, I adored this film, and it is without fail, I would argue, my favourite film of 2025 so far. I don't know. I just loved it. I was sat in my seat and I was like, oh my god! I don't know. I was honestly in such. I actually can't describe it. I was in such like a fangirl era because I was just in love with this film from start to finish. It has a perfect runtime. I thought it was perfectly cast. I thought the story was very well portrayed. Mainly, well, two reasons. One, because they kind of give you a lot of information before anything has even happened. But you don't understand any of that information until you get kind of 3/4 of the way through the movie. But two, because you know the premise is that one of these people surrounding this table is the enemy, but we don't know who. So from the off go, I don't know about anyone else, but for me, I was like, oh my god, is it you? Are you? Is it? And honestly, I was hooked, but I was questioning everyone. Even the people that were so lovely, I was like, are you lovely or are you secretly the guy that we don't like? Do you know what I mean? And it was really, really good. I genuinely had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea how she was going to get out of this situation. I had no idea how the ending was going to be. And I genuinely, my jaw was dropped multiple times. Like my jaw dropped and then it came back together and then it dropped again. And do you know what? I cannot tell you how much I love this film. I really, really did. But having said that though, like I say, if you watch a lot of these things, then you're probably going to consider it a pretty simple, generic, another 90-minute film. But I feel like this is really good for those people who don't watch these types of movies all the time, but really love a good sort of jaw-dropping, no idea what's going to happen next movie. And I really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I was torn between which film to go and see first, because obviously today there are two new releases that have come out in the UK, The Amateur and Drop, and I was going to go and see The Amateur first, but I went to go see Drop, and I'm so glad that I saw that first because I adored it. Absolutely adored it. It was great. Edge of your seat, jaw-dropping movie. There were like some underlying elements of humour, but I think what was nice about this film, and I've seen a lot of people online on like Letterboxd and stuff like that say similar things to what I'm about to say, but they didn't feel the need to add unnecessary humour to this film, unnecessary elements that we don't need. They knew what type of film they wanted to make. They made it. They knew what the storyline was. they made it. They knew exactly who they were going to cast, they made it. They just did a very good job, and they didn't feel the need to pull in, oh, we're going to make it a bit of comedy now, or let's make it a proper romance. Like, they didn't need any of that. This is a thriller, jaw-dropping, edge-of-your-seat movie, and that's it. They didn't need to rope in all of these secondary themes. Drop is in cinemas across the UK right now, and that is everything I've got to say on it before I wrap up this movie review. As always, what do you rate it out of 10? Well, I don't know. I'm torn between an 8 and a 9, and I very rarely do this, but I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I can't tell you 8 or 9, so I'm going to go in the middle and say 8.5 out of 10. And will it be joining my collection? Absolutely, it will be. I hope to have this as soon as it comes out in physical media later in 2025. And I have no doubt in saying that you'll hear me talking about this film a little bit more in my top 10 movies of 2025 later this year in December. Will it be number 1? At the moment, as of the 11th of April 2025, this is my favourite movie of the year. Let's see whether it stays that way. In the description below, as always, is the movie plot, a link to the movie trailer, as well as a link to my movie review playlist. It features every single movie review that I've ever done. Plenty more to come very soon, and like I said, I'll be checking out The Amateur as soon as possible. You'll hear a movie review from that very, very soon. Other than that, I shall see you in another video, and hopefully one of their movie reviews very soon.